my goodness, you guys, these smell divine. It smells just like spring, and that's because it is in full bloom. There's no better time to bring some of that vibrant energy into your home with fresh flowers, but arranging those gorgeous blooms and keeping them fresh as long as possible can be a bit tricky. So we invited 50 Flowers founder and Dallas native, of course, Liza Roeser, to share her arranging advice and stem care tricks. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Erin.
So
Thank
glad
you for
to have
having me back.
Oh, of course. Okay, so let's hop right into it because you brought some fabulous flowers with you today. So when you're buying such as tulips, hyacinths, peonies, which are my favorite, what should you look for? Closed buds, maybe healthy stems. What are some things that we really should have our eyes open for?
Well, first off, I put the peonies right next to you.
Thank you so much.
They're so beautiful and they're coming in bloom.
Yes, indeed.
Well, when you are out looking for your flowers, the very first thing to look at, especially with your bulb flowers, is they're going to come in not showing much color.
Okay.
So realize that they're going to grow. Did you know that the tulip will continue growing?
Interesting.
So one of my very first introductions to the tulip was about 20 years ago. I came home and I used a grid just like this, which is a really great tip.
I've seen this on TikTok.
This is just simple Scotch tape.
Yep.
And I took my tulips, I cut them, I put them, and I laid them right here. Overnight, they grew an inch.
Oh, wow. Okay, so just simple as that.
Simple as that. Tulips are magical.
Tips.
They will continue to grow.
There we go. Okay, so let's talk about when we get those flowers home. How do we cut them, not only to last longer, but also to maybe fit in our container?
Absolutely. So a couple of tips on that. Number one is, once you cut the stem, it's really hard to put more height on it.
Exactly, you can't undo it. It's like a haircut.
Now, we do have some professional tips, but just to start, just start with like making sure that you leave enough length on your
So
flower.
maybe cut less first, and then if you want to cut a little bit more, you can do that afterwards.
Exactly,
there we go.
There's a great tip. Second off, cut at an angle, because when you set it straight down, it's very hard for the flower to drink up.
Got it.
And thirdly, start with really cool, fresh, clean water.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. I got a real question for you because I saw on TikTok that if you put Dawn soap or like pennies in the water, then it'll help them last longer. Is that a myth?
Yes, and.
Yes, and.
Always make sure that you start with a clean container.
Okay.
Please do not put Dawn.
No Dawn soap? Okay.
No Dawn soap. In fact, we want to get that Dawn soap off. What you want is very clean water.
Got it.
Flower food, it has three essence in it. It has a sugar that feeds it. It also has an acid blocker, so it'll just keep it a very pH, and bacteria. Bacteria is what will help your flowers. It hurts your flowers. It actually will help them wilt more quickly, so you want to stay away from just any type of sugar or any type of additive other than flower food.
So just keep it clean at this point.
Lisa,
I promise I won't put Dawn in my flowers no more.
No, please do not. Please do not, Erin. Okay.
So what about leaves? Because I know we tend to pluck the leaves off when we're going to put them in the vase.
Yes. You want to make sure that your leaves do not fall below the water line.
Okay.
Once again, that'll promote a lot of bacteria. And we all know bacteria is bad for the flowers.
Okay. Got it. I'm checking all these things off. Hopefully you guys are at home writing it down. Now tell me, can you share any tips as far as balancing it? I know once we start building this, making sure that it looks nice all the way around.
Absolutely. So there are 4 elements to a flower arrangement. You have your focal, filler, line, greenery.
Oh Lord, okay, there's vocab words. Okay.
No, they're really easy. FFLGA. We talk about it all the time. So your focal is what your eyes will focus
Straight
on.
to.
Straight to. And then your filler is what fills in, in between the holes.
Got it.
Your
like
line,
baby's breath.
Baby's breath, anything that has like sprigs or different twigs, okay? And then also you have your line, which just adds some volume to your arrangement. And then your greenery gives it texture and structure.
Very good. Okay, now that you've given us this tips this morning, I want to point out some of the flowers that are actually on the table because these are so stunning right here. The ones that I was smelling right when we came into the segment. You guys, they have wax on them and they're sparkly. Tell me how you got these flowers. And does the wax make them last longer?
Yes, the wax will make them last longer, but they can be slightly fragile.
Okay.
However, the wax themselves, it just kind of preserves it. And this is a very fancy, intricate process. I was just down at our farm in Ecuador that does this.
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't take any pictures or videos because it's that secret.
Oh,
but as you can see, they look like chocolate.
Yes.
They'll smell like chocolate. We can put little baby chicks on.
Smell like chocolate? Let me smell, girl. Ooh, you could literally eat it. That's how
no, you can't eat it. That's the thing. That's why we don't want to market it. Yes, aren't they just beautiful?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you talk about the magic of flowers. So tell me what you mean by that. What do you mean by the magic?
Well, when we walked in today, Erin, what happened?
Everybody gravitated.
And everyone like, oh, it's so beautiful and it smells so beautiful. Flowers have a magical essence to them. We have flowers from birth to death, and they just sprinkle, they carry emotions. Yep. And did you know that flowers are magical enough that they reduce our stress?
Ooh, that's good.
They reduce our stress as women. So take flowers, sprinkle them around your house.
Yes, indeed.
You'll be a happier person for sure.
Well, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it very much. And like she said, we need a little spring in our lives, so we appreciate you being here. Thank you, Liza.
Thank you so much, Erin, for having